Hey Fred, how you going? Thanks for your interest, mate. Look, I got a couple on the workbench here I thought I might give you a look at, and they may suit. So here we go. So these are three I was doing for myself, and they're all hollow ground. They're all Sandvik 12C27. As far as they sit in the hand, that one's probably a 3-finger jobby. That one, you seem to have a similar size hand to me. That's 4 fingers, no worries. This one's a bit bigger. This one's probably a bit big for what you want with deer and pigs. I'm thinking maybe the middle one, mate, if you like that particular style. Like I said, these three I've been doing for me, but they're roughed out, they're hollow ground. All they need is a heat treat and then the handle material done. So mate, have a look, tell me what you think, let me know. Cheers. Alright Fred, there's your knife there, mate, and what I've done is coated it in a fire clay, what we call ATP 641, and I need to do that. If I don't, it's going to oxidize. The oxygen's going to get in when it's in the kiln, and it's going to burn the living shit out of it. That's what happens if you don't do it. You can see the way that blade's just completely ruined. So really important to keep the oxygen out of it, off the blade while it's in the kiln. Alrighty. 1080, well 1000 is fluctuating, 1080, 1079. This is where I melt all the hair off my arms. Here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's hotter than the fucking sun! Alright, we'll get these babies out. Jesus Christ. Alright Fred, we're back in the shed for the next stage of your knife heat treatment process. So last night we got it up to 1080 degrees. We held that there at 12 minutes. Then we took it out and quenched it in motor oil. And I did the freezing part of the process as well. You didn't see that, but that's how we do it. Bring it in one of them. Get it down real cold, and the final stage in the process is putting it in the toaster oven here for the tempering. So we'll get it up to 225 degrees and we'll sit in there for 2 hours. So that's the last stage of the process. But these are the knives as they came out. This is your one in the middle between its two brothers. So that's all black because of the fire clay that I put on earlier to stop the oxidization when it was in the kiln. So we'll temper it now because we want it to perform at its maximum potential. I buy these sheets. This is Sandvik 12C27. That's probably one of the best stainless steels in my view on the market. I buy it in big sheets like that, and that's the heat treatment process we need to go through to draw out its maximum potential. So there you go, mate. All right, Fred, there's your knife. And you can see that fire clay is burned on there. That's the stuff that stops it oxidizing in the furnace, stops it burning. But we grind that off. When we grind it off, Looks like this. So, I guess I better do the other side. Cheers, mate. There you go, Fred. Rightio, Fred. Got the mould, got the power, got the resin. She's going in. Right, mate. There's the cast. There's a fair slab of resin over that power. I'm just a little concerned it might lift in this corner. No. It's looking good, mate. Pretty happy. Right, Fred, next day in the shed. How's it looking? Looking pretty good to me. Let's see if we can get it out. Oh, beautiful. There you go. All right, mate. Pinned, glued, clamped. We just wait now. All right, back in the shed. Unlock these. See how it's gone. Not going to come out easy. A bit of glue there. Well, you get the idea, Fred. Well, that's how she's starting to come together. Alrighty, at this point in time we've got the handle roughed out, and what I'm wanting to do is put a final finish, a final shine on the blade on the linisher. So I'm using the 1200 grit belt on there, and as you can see I'm using my fingers there to hold the blade on the linisher as I go back and forth, and that enables me to feel for the temperature of the blade. Because it's been through the heat treatment process, I don't want to compromise the integrity of that. I don't want to heat the blade up and ruin the heat treat process. The other thing is, if you heat the blade up, that heat will go back through the epoxy that's helping to hold the scales on, and that'll compromise the integrity of the epoxy. Well, this part really speaks for itself. The blade's had a final polish, the handle's had a final polish, and this is how it comes out looking. The only thing that needs now is an edge put on the blade. Alright, Fred, sheath time, take two. I started on this one, but I'm not happy with that because it's not going to retain the knife as well as I want it to. There's a possibility that it's going to slide out, so I don't want that happening. Don't want you losing it after all this trouble. So, up for a second one, mate. Here we go, Fred. She's making again. I'm knocking these holes out here with this little fork. I haven't tried the knife yet to see if it fit, but we'll see how we go. All right, Fred, so we're hand stitching here. Each one of those holes has been punched through with a little fork. I can't get right the way through with the fork, so I've got to do each one individually with this. And then we're sewing it up with some wax string, and the wax string's never going to rot. And I've got to pull that needle through with a set of pliers. So every time I do a stitch, I've got to pull it through with the pliers because it's that thick. But it's time consuming, but makes for the best quality sheath. You'd never I don't think you'd ever stitch that with a machine. It's that thick, that solid. Well, there you go, mate. It's it's nice and tight, nice and snug. No way that's ever going to come out. It'll loosen up a bit in time, but it's tight as at the moment. Tight and strong. Bonnie dog, what are you doing there? Hey? What are you doing in the house? Hey? Oh, cheeky dog. Alright, Fred. In front of the telly here, and I've put a bit of Raven oil on that sheath, and I've put some other leather dye on there. Get a nice dark colour. What I'm going to do now is use this tool to burnish it. That's going to put a shine on it, so we'll get it nice and shiny for you. Alrighty, we're giving the sheath a bit of a touch up, trying to get a bit of a shine on there while the dog keeps an eye on things. The daughter's in the bedroom having a little sing-along. Alright, Fred, giving your knife a little touch up. Got a little bit of wax paper here. So we'll see how sharp it is through that. Yeah, we got a bit of hemp rope here. We'll see how it goes with that. Ideally, we'll have to go through first go.